I'll update my to-do list with what I want to do today. There were a couple minor leftover things I want to fix with the fraction input class, but the major thing is to start on operator overloading, which is the entire point of this assignment. Here I'm confirming one of those minor bugs I want to fix. While string parsing is working as expected, when the currently loaded fraction is displayed in the fraction input, it doesn't show the negative sign if the fraction is negative. So when it parses again, it causes the fraction to flip signs if the user just presses enter, and that inaccurate string is basically being parsed back into the fraction. So I just want to fix that by adding a leading negative sign when the fraction is negative. With a quick if-else branch, I'm adding that leading sign as a prefix string to load into the fraction input when it displays. With that out of the way, everything is a go to start operator overloading. This is my first time doing operator overloading in C++, done it in Python in the past. So I just need to reference my notes a few times. I did take pretty good notes, I think, on the chapter in FreePlane, my preferred note-taking app. So one line into the overloaded subtraction operator definition, and I've already made a mistake. I'm returning a pointer to the left operand, but a subtraction operator doesn't alter the left operand, it returns a new value. Now I'll proceed to code the entire function as though it were a subtraction assignment operator rather than do it correctly. Here I'm adding the const qualifier to all my getters. I hadn't done this previously because I was getting some errors and I was trying to get the code done and it wasn't strictly necessary. The issue was that I was providing the const qualifier in the header and not in the .cpp. Now that I know that, I can implement it, and I like using it because it's extra protection against accidental mutation. I'm happy to use it, even if it's not strictly necessary. Here's the fun part, when the overloaded operator actually gets used in the subproblem class. So the problem I'm having here is that inside the subproblem class, left top, right top, and answer are all pointers to fraction objects, and the C++ pointers are still tripping me up a little, although I'm starting to get it, and I even recall eventually that the dereference operator is a leading asterisk. Right about here, I find my first bug, which is that repeatedly hitting the subtract button is causing the answer to change again and again and again. And that's because I coded the entire overloaded subtraction operator as if it were a subtraction assignment operator, which is causing the result of subtraction to be the same as the left operand. So I'm not going to waste all that code I just wrote to create the subtraction assignment operator, so I'm just going to call it what it is, the subtraction assignment operator, and have a new feature for the fraction class, which I probably won't use, but I suppose you never know. Here I can see something is off with my branching logic. The result should be positive here. I decide just to rewrite the whole branch, so I delete all the logic in the old subtraction assignment overloaded operator function, which was not the function I was trying to rewrite. Good thing there's Control Z for that sort of thing, and I only lost like a minute of wasted code time. Now I'm rewriting that branch correctly. I take a gamble here and decide to test whether I can access members of the parameter right directly. I suspect I can because it's being used by an instance of the same class, and private members are accessible by members of the same class, right? I thought it was possible that class members were protected from alteration even by other instances of the same class, but turns out I had nothing to worry about. I can access the members of the other instance directly, and I don't have to mess with those getters, making the code marginally more readable. Now my tests are showing that the subtraction operator is overloaded correctly. Now I can use that operator as I overload the other operators in future videos. For example, for addition, if the right operand is negative, I can just subtract it and use all this logic I already wrote. One final tweak I want to add is that zero numbers should display as positive. So when a fraction reduces and the numerator is zero, the positive flag will be set to true. That way they display in green. I actually think it would be a nice touch to have zeros display in yellow rather than in red or green, but that's a task for another day. Now that I've overloaded the subtraction operator, I can check it off my to-do list.